Hey guys, how the frig's it going today? Welcome to yet another cooking episode. Don't quite know what to call this one here. This is gonna be a chicken, beef, random freaking vegetables, the weirdest shit you ever did see. You know what? Let's call it what it is. The Optimum Point Stew. That's right, guys. The Optimum Point Stew. So the other day I went to Independent to pick up some groceries. Back in the day, I used to use Sarah's Optimum number whenever I would go to buy my allergy medication over at Shoppers, or if I bought food from Independent, and I thought she got points on everything. Turns out the way the Optimum card works is you only get points on selected things. So when I had her card on my old Razr phone. When that phone, I realized that it had a major malfunction where you couldn't make phone calls on it. I know, right? A cell phone that you can't make phone calls on. Way to go, Razr. I ended up getting a Samsung Galaxy S8. It can make phone calls. It can do phone stuff. Perfect. However, it installed all my apps that were previously on the Razr. Only problem is it didn't carry over the characteristics, so I lost Sarah's card. But then I went and looked up Optimum card and went, oh, you can just install the app and get yourself a card. I figured, okay, well, where can I use this card? Independent, Shopper Drug Mart, and I can use it at No Frill. I think those are the only locations. I might be wrong on that. Oh, and Esso gas stations. You can use them there too to collect points. Every once in a while they have a deal. So I decided, you know, it'd be a great idea. Every week, every Thursday, I should say, at 12:01 a.m. Thursday morning, they send you an email letting you know that your offers have changed. And they usually give you about 10 to 15 items and some other stuff where you get points for purchasing them. And a lot of it's grocery related. So this week I thought, you know, it'd be friggin' hilarious. Let's do an Optimum Point recipe stew. So I grabbed the app, I opened it up, I added all the stupid the items that were in there, and well, let's get on to chopping up some vegetables, chopping up some meat, and you'll see what we're gonna come up with. Welcome to the Optimum Point Stew. Alright guys, so basically what I'm gonna use is the Instant Pot. We've been using this here all week to do random food. I'm not gonna need the scale, I'm not gonna weigh anything. We're just gonna go all in. First thing I wanna do is I got some chicken here, just some chicken breast. Just gonna chuck this right in there, and we're gonna go ahead and blast that for about 45 minutes. And then once it's done, we're gonna shred it. We'll go ahead over to poultry 45 high pressure. Let it do its thing. Just that simple. One of these days I gotta buy a new cutting board. This one here is pretty stained. For our veggies, I bought. This is gonna be a weird stew, guys. Get ready. You're gonna be like, what the hell, Adam? Where are all the regular stuff that you normally put in a stew? Well, I'm not your regular, normal kind of guy. We got baby bok choy. This stuff, guys, is awesome. But this stuff here, you basically, you know what, we're gonna do 3 of them. We're gonna do 3 baby bok choys. We're gonna chop it up, we're gonna chuck it into the stew after it's done doing what it's gonna do. Now, what's really cool about bok choy is, and I really wish I knew about this when I used to drink a lot of beer. Bok choy has an anti-estrogen property to it where it actually lowers your estrogen count in your system by making it non-absorb. Like it does the opposite effect of alcohol. Like when you're drinking a lot of beer, beer is made from hops. Hops is a feminized plant loaded with estrogen. Also, when you have alcohol introduced, it also lowers your B12. Bok choy is high in B12 as well. So, I wish I would have known about this stuff back when I was drinking, because this could have done a lot for me. But this is some really good shit. What we're going to do with this is we're just going to chop it up, and then we're going to bowl it, and it's going to gradually make its way into the Instant Pot. Now here's the thing with this. I don't know exactly how to prepare it. So like I do with all new vegetables that I've never tried before, we're just going to wing it. Just like that. Okay, now I want to transfer that into a bowl while we wait for the chicken and while we wait for the meat to stew. So I'm just going to put it into this colander for now because I want to rinse it all off, because it does have a soil-like smell to it, and it probably shouldn't. I also have no idea if you're supposed to eat the leafy green. Guys, I have no idea what I'm doing, okay? Like, just be advised, don't follow my recipe. I literally went to the grocery store yesterday and grabbed weird things and was like, I'm gonna make a stew out of that. The store I went to was Independent Grocer, and they do this thing called points. Optimum points. The bok choy, for every $2 you spent, you got like, I think it was, no, for every dollar it was like 200 points. And the bag was $5. So I got 1,000 points from that. And then mushrooms. For every dollar you spent on mushrooms, you got 100 points. And this was like $3, so that was another 300 points. Oh, and this is also going in, guys. Just so you know. I'm gonna chuck these bad boys. Once again, no measuring, no nothing. Chuck these bad boys into a colander. Let's get them all washed. I'm just gonna chuck them right into this bowl. I'm gonna end up putting this bowl in the fridge so the cat and dog don't mess with it. After the cat went on the counter and pulled a perch out of the sink, and her and Oreo went to town on it. I'm kind of sketchy about them two now, so gotta protect my assets. Another thing they had on their points is what stew would be complete without potatoes, right? Like, come on. Every stew you have, there's potatoes in. Well, potatoes weren't on sale. However, sweet potatoes were. So we're going to be chopping up some sweet potatoes and chucking them into the mix too. So I got 3 of them here. We're just going to do all 3 of them, I guess. I think it was like 300 points. There was one thing they had on there. Get 5,000 points if you buy $15. Okay, this thing had a leak. We're good. If you buy $15 worth of PepsiCo or Ruffles, whatever brand, Frito-Lay. So I ended up getting a bag of chips and a bunch of Pepsi just to get the $15 worth. I already ate the bag of chips. The Pepsi I bought was that Pepsi Zero, because, you know, zero sugar, zero everything, 0 calories. But it tastes like Pepsi, so I'm okay with that. Man, I should learn how to use a knife. But he's not ripe, or is my knife just not sharp? I feel like I'm chopping through a piece of oak. The only vegetable I did not buy from the points list was squash, and that's because I don't know how to use it. But then I thought about it afterwards. I also don't know how to use bok choy, and we're gonna give that a go. So what's the big deal, right? Should have just went all in. Got it done. Hey, thumbs up for not cutting my fingers off. Do you guys like sweet potatoes? I friggin' love sweet potatoes, man. I know they're not keto because they're full of starch, but you know what? Sweet potatoes have more nutrition than a regular potato. Way better for you. So if you're not doing keto and you're ever at a restaurant, you get a burger and they offer you fries, ask them if you can have sweet potato fries. You can thank me later because they are freaking awesome. I even do them in the air fryer here and they come out great. All right, gonna get this all done and then I guess we'll wait for the pressure cooker to finish. All right, guys, this thing's been done for a while. So we're gonna go ahead and open it up. And on the inside, we'll give you a little shot here. We have our steak and our chicken. Now, what I've been doing throughout the week, I use a fork basically to shred the chicken and shred up the beef. Well, I haven't been doing just a quick correction there. I haven't been doing steak in here. It's been a while since I bought steak. They had a deal over at Independent on steak this week, so I figured I'd pick up a couple packs. $6 for I think it was around about $5 a pound for a steak. And lately with the price of steak, that's been pretty damn good. So this is what I'm doing. I'm just breaking it all up here. Kind of trying to shred it, but I think I need another fork. Anybody who's ever done pulled pork, you know the routine I'm using. Now I had no plans on putting steak and chicken in here. Originally it was just going to be a chicken stew with Optimum points based vegetables, but I was like, you know what? That's not going to be a lot of meat with just those 2 pieces of chicken. It's literally going to be a vegetarian surprise, and the surprise would be as if a vegetarian grabbed a spoonful and bit into a piece of chicken. All right, so I got that all shredded up. We still got to cook it some more, because now what we're going to do is we're going to grab our bowl here of veg, and we're going to start adding this here to it. Sorry, I'm blocking the angle there. I don't know if this is all going to fit. Hoping it. Okay, so I was going to add some broccoli to it because broccoli and cauliflower was another vegetable that I totally bought. Oh Jesus, Murphy, is this going to be okay? That's going to be interesting, boys. Okay, so I don't know if this is going to be okay like this, but what we're going to do is we're going to cook this down. I'm going to try and close the lid here, see if it lets me. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to cancel this. We are going to do a slow cook for 1:30 hours. And we're going to hope that the burn light doesn't come on because that's been a common thing lately with this slow cooker. So we'll see how that plays out and we'll check on it in a bit. Can you smell this stew? Can you smell it? Are you mad at me? Scampers? Wow. If looks could kill. Anyway guys, as you can see here, we are on leave warm or keep warm. That's the L. This is done. We are good to go. Go ahead and we'll disable this and let's see what we got. So it didn't cook down, so that much is a given. It literally looks like a warm salad. Is this actually hot? Oh yeah, she's hot. All right. Well, hey Junior, how's it going? Let's go ahead and mix it around a little bit and see if we can. Maybe I should pressure cook it. This did not work out. I was hoping it was gonna work out, but slow cooking it was not the way to do it. New battle plan. We're gonna pressure cook it. All right. So what I did was basically added another half a cup of water to it. Bunch of my sauce. We are going to, we're gonna do, is there a pressure cook option? All right, well, meat stew for 45, full power to the pressure. Hope to Christ she doesn't blow a lid. Sometimes what happens is it comes back and reports a burn, so I'll have to keep my ears open and see if she do. I'll chime back in if more is to come. All right, guys, finally done. It's currently 6:15, so go ahead and vent the plasma, let that do its thing, and we'll take a look and see if it's really done. All right, guys, moment of truth. Optimum point stew look any good? Holy crap, I would say hard yes. Look at that deliciousness. Wow, all right. That actually looks really freaking good. So we got bok choy, we got some mushrooms in there, and we got some sweet potato, some chicken, and some beef, and my own spice. All right, let's get some in a bowl. We'll go give her a taste test, see how she turned out. Everything purchased for the key reason of points. All right, guys, let's see how it turned out here. Grab a nice chunk here. It's freaking hot. Needs a little bit of spice, but all in all, pretty freaking edible. All right, guys, that's pretty damn good. I literally called that the optimum point stew, but the key reason that everything purchased got me optimum points, except for the chicken. I had that in the fridge already. The actual chicken that got me optimum points was the chicken that I used, which I bought last week from Independent. But the chicken that got me optimum points this week was actually this. So only reason why I didn't use this and I used the other one is because it was older. And the beef that I used that got me optimum points was literally just their independent wrapped in-house. Not name brand, just Parker's simple steak. And one of the things that I didn't use that got me points, mainly because we didn't have room, was frozen cauliflower and frozen broccoli. But these I also got points. You got 400 points for every $2 spent. And I think it was $5 for two, so I bought 2 broccolis and 2 of these for $10. And like I said, I ended up pulling out with a total of 9,800 points in a day. We got a fridge full of food for the week and beyond. It's gonna be a great one. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's little video on the optimum point stew. Everything made got me points that I can now redeem for more groceries. Pretty sweet. If you enjoyed the video, click the like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. And until next time, guys, remember, live to win, never give in. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.